reporting more sad news out of Carolina waters. A man is dead after jumping off a North Carolina pier and never coming back up. Emergency crews in Jackson County say Marquise Dukes jumped into Lake Glenville yesterday evening, but he struggled to swim and witnesses were not able to help him get back to shore. Dukes' body was located several hours later.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes out of North Carolina. And we have a very special person who I want to talk about, even though this person is now deceased, and may that person rest in peace, and may the Most High open up the heavenly doors for this soul. And I'm talking about a 21-year-old Marquise Dukes. His mom is a member of the Trey King Show family, a very loyal supporter, been down with me from day one. And I have asked her, you know what I'm saying, when I heard about this, well, first she reached out and then I asked her, would it be okay if I talk about it? Because I want to shed some light into this situation, because when I was young, I almost drowned also trying to swim in the lake when I was around 11 years old. But I get into that in a second, but I'm not going to keep you all too long. I just want to say this because, you know, I feel like this, if anything affects somebody that's a part of the Trey King Show family, it should affect her all. Just like I had another subscriber, also another family member, you know what I'm saying, I call them family, that lost their mom. You know, one day I hear about Marquise Dukes from his mom, and then the next day I hear another person who I keep in contact with every now and then lost her mom also. So I send my condolences to both of those families. It's just a lot of stuff going on right now. That's why we must cherish each day. Now, Marquise was swimming along with some more friends and stuff. They were swimming off of this lake called Lake Glenville. And he was jumping off a fishing pier. And as he jumped off the fishing pier, he became distressed and he went on the water. Now, with some other people in the water also, but those people were rescued. But he unfortunately didn't make it. And people tried to reach out to him to help him, but they just couldn't get to him in time. So they found his body hours later. His mom was right there to see it all. And it's very sad. So we want to keep his mom, Frida, in our prayers also, because, you know, it really affects me, because when I look at this young man, I see a great person. I see a good soul. And not only was he a good person to be around, from what I heard, he also was the life of the party, made people laugh, made people feel more enjoyable. Now, he also played football at his high school, was very good at the sports, I heard also. And also, he went on to go to college. And, you know, he could have did great things in life. 21 years old, gone way too soon. And this is why we must cherish each day. You know, it's when your time to go, you're not going to know, because if you know, you can prevent it. You're not going to know. That's the bad thing about it. A lot of people want to know how they're going to die, but trust me, you do not really want to know how you're going to die. At least I don't. When it happened, it just happened. But death is something that we can't avoid. You see what I'm saying? That's why we here, why we allow this time to be on earth and communicate with each other. We should cherish every moment, every day that we have. I'm going to read a snippet from this story. I'm going to give my opinion, surely, as we go. WC student 21 drowns after jumping off a pier into Lake Glenville. A 21-year-old former West Carolina University student is being remembered for his big smile and lovable personality after he was found dead over Memorial Day weekend after jumping from a fishing pier on Lake Glenville in Jackson County. Jackson County Sheriff's Office said the body of Marquise Maurice Dukes was recovered from the lake about 11:45 p.m. May 26th. Dukes, an Iredell County resident, reportedly went underwater after jumping from a fishing pier. He was attempting to swim back to a designated swimming area at the Pines Recreation Area, but became distressed and called out for help, officials said. You ever looked at the water, especially these lakes also, that's why you have to be careful. That's why I don't swim in lakes no more, because I almost drowned in the damn, hell, I almost drowned in the damn pool in the bathtub. But that's before I knew how to swim. But these lakes and stuff, I don't do lakes no more, because I be worried about snakes, water moccasins, all kinds of stuff. But they're very dangerous. And also they have what you call these currents and stuff, these underwater currents that you can't even see. You can't even see, but when you get caught in it, it's going to push you out and it'll drag you on, no matter how strong you are, no matter how athletic you are, no matter how much you can swim or think you can swim. Trust me, water is the most powerful force on the face of this earth. You know what I'm saying? Next to the Most High, of course, but water, you can't control it. It's going to go where it's going to go. A witness at the scene attempted to bring Dukes to shore, but was unsuccessful. A big shout out to that person that tried to save him. Along with the sheriff's office, the Glenville Cashiers Rescue Squad, the Cashiers Fire Department, and Jackson County Emergency Management were dispatched to the lake shortly after 7 p.m. His body later was recovered by divers from the Henderson County Rescue Squad. Funeral details for Dukes were not immediately available. He was born in Philadelphia to parents Edward Dukes and Frida Frey. His eldest brothers, Danette Dukes, said he had 6 total siblings: Danette, Zach Dukes, Xavier Dukes, Eddie Frey, Eliana Frey, and Zaya Dukes. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. But Danette, 22, said he and Marquise were the closest, being nearest in age to one another. He said that allowed them to grow up with similar experiences and become close allies, which is a good thing. Ain't nothing like that brotherly love. Everyone pretty much knows him and how good of a person he was, Danette said. He was the realest person I ever knew. Even though he was my little brother, I looked up to him. He helped me so much with the life we live. A very warm and soul, a very generous person to be around. Duke was a management major at WCU from July 2016 to December 2017. A school spokesman told the Citizen Times he did great in school. Dukes was also a former football player and student at North Iredale High School in Olin, graduating in 2016. So big shout out for that, also for being able to graduate. And it's sad that this person, you know what I'm saying, you have people out here doing all kinds of crazy things. But here you got a guy walking a straight line and still wind up losing his life. Danette Dukes said his brother was amazing. He cited Marquise's ability to put a smile on your face no matter what. North Iredale principal Teresa Hayes called Dukes a really good kid who will go out of his way to help anyone who needed it. Hayes said the local community is in the process of planning an occasion to memorialize him, which is a good idea, which they should. It's just something you don't expect, she said. You don't expect to lose someone that young. You don't want to lose anybody who is that sweet and caring. And that's a sad, like the good die young, like Tupac said. It's a true story. You have people around here old as hell, middle age and everything, and full of hate and evil. But it's amazing. They don't get sick hardly. But it's like they're in misery. Just because we don't really see it does not mean they're not living in misery. But they live to be 90, 100 years old and ain't did shit for nobody. Only made people's life worse. But the people that's here, that's of youth, of age, they come and they get taken out in the worst ways. Now, GoFundMe in Duke's name had raised about $3,000 as of midday, May 28, but it has raised more, and we're going to make it raise more also. The description of the page notes his smile was infectious, his laugh contagious, and his presence appreciated. And also, I want people to understand one thing, we must be careful when we go out swimming, you know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen. It don't matter if you're in a damn swimming pool, or more or less a lake. You have to be careful, especially in a lake. Now, to make a little story, what I said earlier about me when I almost drowned, I went to a lake, and it was a big lake. It was a big lake. But the currents was high, and I went too far out there. I seen the older people out there, the people I was on 11. I seen the people out there 16, 17, and 18. I'm like, well, I can go out there too. But as I'm walking, you go down, and then you have a drop right there. And I came to a drop, and it was this big old fat girl. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know her name, but thank God for her. She must have been a big angel or something, because she just came out of nowhere and just scooped me up. I just remember somebody sticking their hand down there as I'm going down like this. She just went down like this with her hand and pulled me up. Big old girl. And I jumped on her back, and I must have was fighting, and she damn near drowned. So good thing she was able to float a little bit. I'm not trying to be funny, but that weight, she about this big thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she saved my life. And tell me, that dirty water and stuff, you don't want to get that in your lungs. But trust me, I was terrified because I was scared. Because when I hit that drop, I was just walking and stuff. Next thing you know, it dropped. And thank God she wasn't too far away from it. But you have to be careful when you're dealing with water, period. It'll take you out quick as a bullet will. Let me all know what you think. And you all go over there if you have the money, or if you want to support the GoFundMe for Marquise Dukes, so we can send him a good homecoming. And also, it's sad that, he had to go so soon, but I'm not here to judge God's work. His family's at peace with them. I had spoke with the mom also. And, I just wish that his grandmother, his brother, his sister, I wish them well, because it's very sad, because it affects me also, because I look at these people like they're my people also. That's what I mean by family. It's not just something you say, it's something that you do. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this story. And also to the mom, to the dad also, and to his whole family, I send my deepest condolences, my sympathy out, because this was totally unexpected. And it's still shocking to me just to hear this, because the mom was so proud of her son. And that's what I'm going to leave you all with. She was very proud of her son, all of her kids, all but we talking about Marquis. She was very proud of him. And that what motivated me to do that, because when it's my time, I would want somebody to speak good for me. Let me know what you all think. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. And also, be very careful when you're swimming this year, whether it's a lake, a pool, or whatever the hell else. Be careful. I'm out.